All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino. This is my post-market wrap-up on this extremely volatile day, Thursday, May 21st, 2020. Stocks were up and down like a schizophrenic patient. Sincerely, a 350-point swing up and down. Pretty crazy. Stocks finished lower, not by much, considering the abysmal, and if I didn't say, abysmal news we continue to get. Millions of more people are losing their jobs. It just does not stop, and it will not stop. Despite what's coming out of the mouth of Larry Kudlow, who's at it again, who's talking about a strong economic recovery, the worst is behind us. I don't see that yet. I really don't. We still remain in an induced, deliberate lockdown, which has allowed the Federal Reserve to finish their 100-year plan. You know what it is. And we're going to remain like this until the merger as well between these corporations and this new American government is completely done. This is a deliberate culling on an unprecedented scale, and they're using this coronavirus to scare the living hell out of people. It's just a complete farce. Okay, that's the truth. I already explained this to you so many times. I'm not covering it again. So yeah, stocks didn't do too much today. Again, we fell 100 points on the Dow, 101 after being all over the place. But the real story here was what they did to gold, silver especially, and cryptocurrencies. These three assets got slammed. And okay, we know they're going to play their game, and that's fine. Let them play their stinking game. We're going to play ours as well. I find these to be buying opportunities with regard to metals, with regard to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin especially. I told you exactly how I am going to play it, and I will, if you're a follower of my newsletter or a subscriber, there is a link down here in the description of this video. You will know exactly when I am buying more. I am a completely open book. As a matter of fact, I doubled my GE position today. I sent that out in my newsletter. I bought Target today in my newsletter. So if you're not subscribing to my newsletter, you're missing out. You are missing out big time. Anyway, so that's the story here. Stocks, whatever. Okay, they hit metals, they hit cryptos. Crude oil got bid higher. Now let's talk about the 10-year yield. I don't like it. I don't like the way the bond market is acting here. It's not getting any traction, all right? And that's a problem. I really believe that. We need to see it not drop. If we see this 10-year yield fall from here, we're going to have to start hedging positions. We're going to maybe get short this market. Right now, we're sitting pretty. Me, my Lions, we're doing well. But again, I look at that 10-year yield pretty much all day long, and it's not going anywhere yet. We want to see it higher. We don't want to see it drop, okay? There's a big difference between yields and rates, okay? A lot of people are confusing these two things. Please don't do that. Anyway, let's move forward here a little bit. So here's what's in play now, and this will give us an idea of what's going on. We found out recently that yet again, banks are going to be recapitalized. I mean, these are bailouts, okay? And they're endless. Steve Mnuchin, endless, unlimited. That's the way it's going to go. The banks cannot lose when you have a Federal Reserve pumping. Not just the Wall Street banks, but banks around the world are receiving dollars. And it's not just central banks. Okay, I think that's something that people need to get a grip on too. The Federal Reserve is funneling dollars to central banks around the world. This is common knowledge, but they're also involved in dollar swaps with other banks. I mean, this is This is literally a takeover on an unprecedented scale. The Fed is gaining more power every single day. And we had another Fed president today, I can't remember his name, but I posted a link earlier, who's calling for more debt. Again, this is how the Fed finishes their end game, fulfills their destiny, however you want to put it out there, is by buying it all, acquiring more debt. They deliberately killed the economy. They deliberately killed the economy using the scapegoat of the coronavirus to stop the money velocity so the Fed can print and buy it all. That's how devious this is. This was engineered from the get-go. I covered all this for you. They got people brainwashed. We have lost our rights. We're going to lose our liberties and freedoms moving forward. And very few people have the brain power to see what's happening right in their freaking face. And did you hear Jay Powell today? Oh, yeah. Jay Powell just wants you to know that it's not the upper echelon of society who's suffering here with the coronavirus with regard to taking losses. It's the middle class and the people on the lower rung. You're not supposed to know that. President won't tell you that. No. But this is the truth here. And I mean, duh. Like we didn't see that coming. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't the $1,200 check that people got supposed to fix everything? Again, this goes right back to what I always tell you. You cannot make this stuff up. It's impossible to do. It's impossible to do. Let me calm down here. But seriously. Okay, look, I'm getting a grip. I need to get a grip here real quick. So what we can expect here, people, is debts and deficits to continue to explode by design. By design. Okay, this is the Fed issuing in their final solution. You know what it is. If you've been following my blog, you are way, way ahead of the curve here. The Fed's balance sheet is going to massively inflate from here. What will that do? That will have the effect of inflating stocks. What happened here? Let's go over this week real quick. We had a 900-point gain plus 900-point gain plus Monday. 400-point, almost 400-point loss Tuesday. We made most of that back yesterday. Today, we fell 100 points, 101. We're still way ahead for the week. Okay, the trajectory for the last 8 weeks now is up. And I've nailed it to the wall because I explained to all of you that this would happen despite everyone else telling me I'm wrong. So many people, Greg, you're wrong. Stocks are going down. We're going to hit new lows within 3 weeks. Really? It's been 8 now and we're still going up. Again, this goes back to, I don't know who these people think they are. Whatever. I've been correct and that's just the way it is. Yes, I'm not well. And that's the way it's going to go here. But again, that does not mean we're not going to get massive volatility in this market like we had today, a 350-point range all over the place while this market tries to figure out what's going on. But understand, unlimited liquidity from the Fed, unlimited cash for the banks who continue to get bailout after bailout after bailout, the Fed buying all the debt, buying corporate debt, municipal debt, public debt, everything you could think about. How can stocks go lower? How can they do that? They're just going to get more distorted and more twisted as we move forward. That's it. That's the game. Anyway, I pretty much think I laid the groundwork here as to what's going on here. With regard to metals like they did today, good. Let them play their game. We know what we're going to do. With regard to the slam down, with regard to cryptocurrencies, good. Let them play their games because it's not going to stop the run higher here with cryptocurrencies. And I nailed the 10 grand with Bitcoin. It has pulled back since that point. It's going back to 10 grand and higher. Okay, remember I said that. With regard to this market, good. Let them do what they got to do. We know what the Fed is going to do. They're going to inflate and inflate and freaking inflate Because why? That's what they want to do. They want to own it all. All right, I'm out of here. This guy loves you a lot. Please share the video. See you tomorrow.